Warning: the live stream you are about to watch will contain strong messaging, nice suit wearing, and foul language, along with strong opinion. Viewers' discretion is advised. You've been warned now, mother.
Striving while I'm fighting to achieve my fucking goals. I'm so obsessed with the quest that it is so absurd. I hope I don't end up in the back of a hearse. I'm focused on my time that I had left on earth. I hope my mama never had to put me in the dirt. I'm contemplating getting a couple bitches, have them in the fucking kitchen and they cooking up that word. You think I'm tripping, but I ain't so disturbed. I'm fucking twisted, I'm so sadistic, but I'm a mystic. Just in case you missed it, pay attention, shut up and listen. I believe in God's high and mighty godly existence. Ayo, 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 ayo. Tryna get my money, bro, just listen to my songs. I'm gonna be a movie star on your radio. Ayo, ayo, ayo.
What's going on, everybody? Love body, and this Eric Lloyd in the building here today. First off, let me get my words together, because I started off this thing talking all crazy and all this mother. Well, listen, this is what we're gonna get into today. I'm a little out of the gears today, okay? Now, I started off a little late. I'm playing the raggedy ass game with my homie. I'm supposed to do this show at 12 o'clock. I done fucked around and looked up and it's 1 o'clock already, in the name of Jesus. So I have to make sure I do these times properly and on time, you goddammit. All right? And with that being said, I want y'all to holler at your motherfucking boy.
Damn, what a big old ass. What's the mathematics? What's the mathematics? Your mama, can a brother holler at you? Holler, holler, holler. Holler at you, holler, holler at you, holler at you, holler, 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 holler. You brother, can a brother holler at you? I know a little, are you gay? I know a little homosexual Mexican love to have you, boy. You spending bucks, big bucks, big bucks, big bucks. Love you, have you, love you, have you, love you, have you.
Ladies and gentlemen, goddamn, it's 2 weeks, and the politics world is outrageous. Okay, so from our last video, which to my understanding is about Trump getting shot, okay, potentially getting his raggedy ass shot in the head, okay, but thank the Lord and Jesus Christ of all holy saints that the nigga was saved, okay, and Joe Biden, sleepy ass. I did a show on that. And the worst debate in human motherfucking history of the presidential debates and all presidential debates in the world, okay? The worst, okay? And that just let me know that Joe Biden ass needed to take his funky ass, go ahead and sit his punk ass down somewhere and go to hell to bed. Because, nigga, it's time to go, brother. It's time to pack that shut up and go to hell to bed. That's what time it is. And with that being said, Joe Biden seen the writing on the wall. He understood what the hell was going to come. With the Democratic Party and niggas like me potentially thinking that we might have to vote for Trump as the more ready to go candidate, looking at Joe Biden ass. Lord have mercy. I mean, you've seen it on the show. Dude, you got people like Overlord talk about, well, if Eric Lloyd is gonna vote for Joe, what that nigga name is, Donald Trump, oh, he definitely gonna win. And I can't allow that shit to happen. That's why God did what he needed to do to get Kamala Harris stinking ass up to the office, okay? Whoever the hell did it, thank you, Jesus. Okay, I'm so glad, because it was time for Biden ass to sit his punk ass down. And with that being said, Kamala Harris decided to become president, okay? And it created this whole storm of shit that we finna get into as to why I said all that to say, fuck it, we are going live, okay?
We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
I done spent a whole 5 minutes on a motherfucking intro. Lord have mercy. If you got anything to say, especially how raggedy this show is, please say it in the comments in the name of Jesus.
About this on the show before. You have African American rappers saying N-word this and N-word that, but a Caucasian can't.
So say it.
Say what?
Say the word you want to say.
I'm not saying that I want to say it, I'm just saying that I can't.
Sure you can. Say it. Say it right now. I will say it with you.
Okay, this is hypocritical. You know we can't.
Sure you can. This is America. Both of you.
Woo! In the name. Okay, guys, let's get to the motherfucking show, okay? So you understanding what we're doing here. You know what the hell's going on. Let's take a look at Michelle Obama expressing that she's terrified about this possible election this 2024.
Are people going to vote? And why aren't people voting? Are we too stuck to our phones? I mean, those are the things that keep me up because you don't have control over them. Mm-hmm. And you wonder, where are we in this? Where are our hearts? What's going to happen in this next election? I am terrified about what could possibly happen because our leaders matter. Who we select, who speaks for us, who holds that bully pulpit. It affects us in ways that sometimes I think people take for granted. The fact that people think that government, does it really even do anything? And I'm like, oh my God, does government do everything for us? And we cannot take this democracy for granted. And sometimes I worry that we do. Those are the things that keep me up. You know what? I love Michelle Obama. Okay, and I talk crazy about everybody. I don't have one bad thing to say about her. Besides, why the hell haven't you run for president now? Come on now. You are supposed to be a Kamala Harris position. There wouldn't be no question about it, Miss Michelle Obama. And why didn't Barack Obama get his punk ass up and say, oh, listen here, Michelle, it's very important for American citizens to know that we have a great first lady that did the important things that she needed to do. Now, I want to say that maybe, just maybe, we possibly could get you to run for president, baby. That's what we need. And you can get us a couple more $1 million if you decide to run, okay? Come on, Brock! Now, if Kamala Harris don't work out, then something got to give, Jesus. Hillary Clinton ass ain't work out. Which we understand for purposes that we understand. But if Jesus doesn't allow for Kamala Harris to get in there, we got a mother-loving problem, Lord have mercy. And that means Michelle Obama or Oprah Winfrey need to step their raggedy asses up and run for president. And I don't know if you heard that nigga Dr. Phil talking, but that nigga sound like he got some good plans coming for your ears. So we be on the lookout for Dr. Phil, okay? And the name, okay? So, but honestly, with Joe Biden, and I have to cover this show this way, because where I left my last information, we didn't cover the fact that Kamala Harris was going to be the replacing factor for Joe Biden, okay? But during the debates with Joe Biden and Trump, this is how the presidential debates were going.
Who don't know how to golf? Who don't know how to golf? Who? What the fuck is he even talking about? On God, you can't out-golf me, first of all. Second,
Lord have mercy. I mean, literally. This nigga... nigga, spit it out! Pop that nigga on the back of the head and get the words out, nigga. Come on! You the president of the United States of the Americas, nigga. Come on! And then we got niggas talking about being the best golf champions of a motherfucker. We don't. Can you run the country? Are you competent? Goddammit! What is going on? A nigga can't speak, and another nigga talking about playing golf. Can you niggas run the country effectively? Please, that's what the hell the presidential debates are about. Okay. All right. But look at Joe Biden. And this was when he was running for president for the first time.
And like I told Barack, if I reach something where there's a fundamental disagreement we have based on a moral principle, I'll develop some disease and say I have to resign. We don't have that. We haven't, and we discussed it.
This nigga was fucking up his words back then. God damn. I'll make up a disease. And I'll fucking resign. I mean, shit. If I'm not capable for the vice president position, which is what he's talking about at a specific time, that he was going to resign. But that never happened, making it insinuating that he was ready to be president. Well, I mean, we clearly realized that was going to happen, especially given the fact that this nigga fall down every motherfucking where. And the nigga fall down so much, the nigga know he got to start making jokes about it.
That's not too much to ask. You okay? I want the press to know that wasn't me.
I mean, come on, Jesus. It has life gotten so bad where you have to acknowledge when somebody falls in your vicinity that it ain't you. Now, Lord have mercy, that means you have fallen too many times on live television. Nigga, as the president of the United States, what happened to the step of Barack Obama? That nigga walked with some groove. The nigga damn near might as well have been dancing down the motherfucker wall, the White House line. Goddamn, that nigga goddamn put his little two-step on that motherfucker, walking smoother than the mother. He ain't skipped a step. And don't let there have been an unexpected curve popping up. That motherfucker would have did a little hop step and kept it moving, Lord. Come on, Joe Biden. You ain't took no mother... Come on now. Let me... Because this ain't about Joe Biden. This is about Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, okay? And we're going to get into that. So let me go ahead and get up off of Biden. But look at Trump leaving Biden speechless. And my black ass sitting there looking speechless because I don't know what the hell Joe Biden was going to say any goddamn way.
I'll tell you something. I wish he was a great president because I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be at one of my many places enjoying myself. I wouldn't be under indictment because I wouldn't have been his political...
Okay, that was some bullshit. Number one, Joe Biden didn't indict you, sir. The FBI did, and all these other motherfuckers, specific police chambers, okay, with your illegal activity. So let's not get that twisted. And number two, your raggedy ass was gonna run regardless. You ran the first time, and it wasn't because of Joe Biden ass. Barack Obama was getting sent his raggedy ass, two-term ass out of office, okay? So you ran because you wanted to push out your brand. Hence why you had all these fraud situations. So let's go ahead and clear the air there. Make America great again. Nigga, you had 4 years of a chance to do it. What happened, bastard? Now, for you Trump supporters out there, I'm just asking critical questions because the same thing gonna come across the way when it comes down to Kamala Harris, okay? Hopefully. Okay? But let's move it forward. This is a good point that Trump has to say that I actually agree with, especially when it comes down to inflation.
People here in Phoenix and across the country, but especially here in Phoenix, they're struggling with the costs of living, especially when it comes to just having rental prices and the cost of homes. People in my generation are struggling to be able to make that happen. How would you go about making renting and owning a home more affordable?
So one of the biggest things, one of the biggest problems is the price of energy, the price of your air conditioning, your heating, all of these different things having to do with energy. I'll be bringing that down. I'll be bringing some states down much more than 50%. That's going to have a huge positive impact on inflation, and it's also going to make it really good for people. The other thing, we have to bring interest rates down, because if you want to buy a home, number one, you can't get money. Number two, you're paying 10%, 11%, 12%. But we're going to start with drill, baby, drill. We're going to get those prices way down. That's going to have a huge impact. That's what started the inflation. And now we have the worst, I think, the worst inflation anyone's ever seen in this country.
Inflation is pretty bad. In comparison to President Trump's presidency and Joe Biden's presidency, I mean, if you're living under a goddamn rock and you don't feed yourself, okay, then you're going to notice it. And gas and food prices and various different items that's going up regardless. But let me be transparent. There's about 2 years of presidential residue that is left behind from the previous president, especially economically. Now, you got yearly GDPs that goes on, but you're talking in terms of this trickle domino effect that the actual economy relies on. Another reason why the damn stock market is too damn unreasonable. What you have to take in consideration is that COVID hit inflation difficult because businesses had to stop, had to slow down. That impact on the actual economy had to take some time to show. IA, the 2 years into Biden's presidency. And then you got the invasion of Russia into Ukraine, which Russia controls the fucking energy when it comes down, especially to the UK people, to especially some of us here in the United States. As far as the world, they're the world main supplier of actual natural gas. Okay? If you sanction them bastards and make it difficult for their economy, the whole object of Joe Biden put sanctions on Russia was to cripple their economy. That shit didn't work. Because then you got other countries that's now working against the U.S. dollar, buying into Chinese yen and other different various items, changing the actual the overall world currency, which is the U.S. dollar. Okay, this allowed this faction to happen. I don't know if you guys have heard, but there has been whispers that the U.S. dollar value has been shrinking worldwide for this very reason. Right, so you put sanctions on Russia, you prevent them from being able to do anything for the people on that side of the wall, NATO, make it very difficult for them to do that, and then that allows China and North Korea and all these other raggedy bastards under the table to do business with Russia. And let's be clear, like I have already covered before, the missiles that they're launching on Ukraine are American-made parts. The chips that are in those missiles to guide them and bomb Ukraine comes from American people, American companies that are selling them under the table without the government knowing. Put that in your motherfucking pipe and smoke it, bastard. And what the hell is what's going on with the military preparing U.S. soldiers to touch on the ground in Ukraine? You niggas don't think I know this. I know, nigga. I'm not supposed to know, but I know. They are preparing their soldiers to get prepared to put boots on the ground in Ukraine. Last time I checked, that wasn't our fucking problem. So now this is our entry to World War III. Newsflash, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to be aware of that. Military personnel are being told today to prepare for potential shipping off to Ukraine. Why? Joe Biden expressed that wouldn't. I'm going off a tangent, but I just want I want to expose this part of this shit that's we're not really talking about. We got our agendas with Israel and going against Palestinians, and then we got these raggedy bastards over here with Ukraine. So inflation was basically caused by COVID and put gasoline on by the sanctions on Russia. Hence why immediately after those sanctions, not even a week later, we started to see the effects. I was well aware. I was well aware. I'm like, God damn, now come on. So, if Trump was still in office, maybe he could have bounced back, but the economy would have been, of course, less than what it was in his previous first 2 years. So just to put that out there. But let's take a look. And mind you, we got the vice president, Kamala Harris, now running as president. And the problem is you are on the same, you were right there with Joe Biden when he was doing all this shit. What gives us the confidence to believe in you to better our lives?
To be able to vote for the first woman president, I did not know when we would get here, and here we are.
I feel extremely energized seeing her speak, seeing that she's able to come here on such short notice and give such a vigorous defense of her vision of the country and invite us as educators to be part of that vision, to be part of that campaign. I'm very excited to see this energy.
Just amongst like friends we were talking about, like no one was really excited for this election. A lot of people were more nervous, and that was more sense that I got. We were literally on the airplane when we found out that Biden had stepped down, and then we found out they were going to endorse Kamala, and we got so excited.
I think that a lot of voters are very relieved to see someone so energetic and thoughtful and just ready to go.
And seeing the vigor that she said today, I'm ready to get out and knock on doors and talk with voters. I'm ready to give phone calls to voters and say, look, there's two choices.
I don't even know who the hell that nigga talking to or what the hell he talking about. God damn it. All right, so here's my concern with Kamala Harris. People didn't like Hillary Clinton because she was too robotic. She didn't necessarily speak to the people, she spoke at them. That makes sense. And they didn't trust her. She had the powers of celebrities. She had the backing of money. She got more votes than Donald Trump and still lost. Because people didn't trust that point. Here go Overlord. I was waiting for you, brother. These same people said Joe Biden was competent. Now they say Kamala is good, a good candidate. Should we really believe them? Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Overlord. I wanted Kamala over Joe Biden and was very hurt when she dropped out because I felt like that was, she could have kept fighting. But we're talking about the vice president of the United States of America. That's a hard ass to beat. Right? It's very tough to do. Hence why Joe Biden won the presidency. That leaves me a little bit more confident as a Democrat that they could win re-election. But my concern is the Hillary Clinton effect. Number 2, Kamala Harris black versus Hillary Clinton, who is Caucasian. And the last time somebody got that far as the nominee, that was a color, that nigga won. AI, Barack Obama. Okay? Now we're here again. It's a special moment. People are energized. Black's gonna get out and vote because she's a sister. And I can't wait because that girl's gonna eat some niggas alive. You see how I do this? I learned this from a black woman. Nigga, you don't know who the hell you think you motherfucking talking to. Lord, her earrings dangling and shit. Nigga, you don't know who the hell you think you motherfucking got going on because I will slap the shit out of you if I wasn't on this motherfucking stage with all these millions of people watching. But you better get it together. She didn't check the nigga today. She checked the nigga today. I'm talking, sir. And I will not disrespect you. You will not disrespect me. If you might as well go ahead and say, if you're going to vote for Trump, Basher, say it! She gave that nigga a look. I said, oh, hell yeah. I'm voting for her ass. She got my vote. This is what when she was eating Joe Biden ass alive during the midterms. And ain't nobody really talked about, she was eating ass and taking names. And this is why Trump is scared of her ass. See, there's multiple sides to him, to Kamala Harris, the niggas know. And the question is, which one is the best side?
Words have many meanings, and sometimes instead of conveying our meaning, they can suggest other meanings.
When we talk about the children of the community, they are children of the community.
Well, we are the United States of America because we are united. And we are states.
The significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time.
Whatever we have in store cannot be known. The past was once the future. The future is, I should say, unknown.
We gotta take this stuff seriously as you are, because you have been forced to have to take it seriously.
Obesity is a serious disease, and it needs to be taken seriously.
Certain issues are just settled.
Clearly we're not.
No, that's right, and that's why I do believe that we are living, sadly, in real unsettled times.
Make sure all you niggas hit the like. My video don't go nowhere if your raggedy ass don't hit the like. We got Sean Thomas. Trump better not win. Hey, according to Kamala, next to Kamala Harris, he better not get that bitch ma'am into office. Yeah, come on now. Get her ass in office. We need a woman like that. A woman like that is really into me. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go there. But then you got Trump acting the whole ass fool, talking about, black people, criminals coming across the border. Criminals, a lot of criminals, folks. A lot of bad people coming across the border, selling drugs, raping, totally bad people. Bad people, okay, folks? They're coming over, stealing black people jobs. I know I am speaking to a bunch of black people, okay? I totally understand. I just don't understand how racist that is. That's totally ridiculous. And you guys are totally nasty people. Totally. Okay, and then you got Joe Biden out here defending that nigga. Damn nigga offending more niggas trying to combat it.
Of course, here's what he thinks of black jobs. I love his phrase, black jobs. It tells a lot about the man and about his character. Folks, I know what a black job is. It's the Vice President of the United States.
I know what a black job is, and that's the president. Kamala Harris of the United States of America. Come on, Joe Biden. hey, Sean Thomas, Chicago. Hey, you know what it is, brother. You know what it is. I'm glad you picked up, because I only gave you a little taste of those lyrics, and that nigga picked. You a Michael Jackson fan, huh? Hey, let me find out. You a real Michael Jackson fan, and you gotta be a fan to know that. You gotta be a fan to know that, bruh. Eric, you got a hella nice voice like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is my idol, brother. Michael Jackson is the reason I am considered a singer, because he motivated me to sing as a young boy. So I just, bro, Eric, can we hear you cover Chicago 5 Miles? Listen, we ain't got that kind of time, okay? I would love to do that, but we ain't got that kind of time. I got a whole motherfucking itinerary. But I love you, Sean Thomas, and I miss your raggedy ass. But look how nasty Joe Biden is by calling motherfuckers nasty batcher.
Why you held on to those documents when you knew the federal government was seeking them and then had given you a subpoena to return them?
Are you ready? Are you ready? Can I talk?
Yeah, what's
you
the
mind?
answer?
Do you mind?
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to. You're a nasty person, I'll tell you what.
Oh, Lord. I don't know what year you was born, brother. But I know your state. You had to be alive. You had to be. This nigga said Michael Jackson voted for Trump. In the name of Jesus, you are delusional and you need to seek help. And if you don't, you will find yourself in an insane asylum. Oh, Lord have mercy. What you saying? Don't be dissing my idol, Michael Jackson. Oh, these niggas are getting serious. Sean Thomas, Michael Jackson would have never voted for Trump. Oh, it's finna get real. Nigga, hey, y'all go at each other, goddammit. He would have voted for Joe Biden because they both love kids. Okay, brother, you didn't cross the line there. Let me get my show. These niggas, you didn't cross the line there, okay? Lord have mercy. But then we got this nigga Trump feeling so comfortable, he questioning Kamala Harris' damn race. Just like he did Barack Obama and where the hell he lived.
I don't know. Is she Indian or is she black?
Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always
But you know
identified
what?
as a black
I
woman. She went to a
respect
historically
either
black
one.
college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black.
Nigga said muted. My bad. My bad. But nigga said drop your cash out. Lord have mercy. You can hear me now, bastards. Alright, here we go. So Overlord talk about her birth certificate says she's not black. Brother. You ain't seen the goddamn birth certificate, bastard. What the hell you talking about? Jesus Christ of America saying, you got this nigga Sean Thomas talking about drop your cash app. Nigga, it's dropped. You see that? Hold on, let me make sure it's in this motherfucker. Twitter, goddammit. Oh yeah, I dropped the cash app, goddammit. You can see it in that motherfucker. A nigga saying they can't hear me because I unmuted that shit like a motherfucker. We got Sean Thomas, Eric yelling into the void. Into the vortex, like Jeffrey Dahmer said about that nigga, that deaf nigga that was gone. In the name of, here we go. And, I done missed my spot in the show. So yeah, you got Trump calling people nasty. You got making fun of Kamala Harris shit. And he's ramping up on rhetoric against Kamala Harris.
Donald Trump ramping up his attacks on Kamala Harris. Roll tape.
She's worse than him, because he's a fake liberal. You know, he wasn't that liberal. He was fake. She's a real liberal. She really is a real liberal. She's much worse than him. Now, if we start beating her in the polls by 10 or 15 points, are they going to bring in a third candidate? It's like, you know, Trump is killing this guy. All right, out. Let's bring in a new one. Out. And then maybe at some point they get one right.
It is entertaining, that's for sure.
Well, unfortunately, President Trump, that is not how that works. And Joe Biden had to step out because he was not mentally fortitude for that. And to be honest, you are only prepared to take on sleepy Joe Biden. You've been waiting all 4 years to take on Joe Biden. Just the last minute have to take on the beast, Kamala Harris. Okay, and here go this nigga, Overlord. They leaked her birth certificate on Twitter. It's fake. It says Jamaican, not black, on her birth certificate. Last time I checked, Jamaican is not a race. Neither will it be in the section for race. It would be black. Even if you're Jamaican, it's going to say black. But you said Jamaican. See, it would be different if you said her birthplace was Jamaica. But even then, the bitch still can, the Madam Vice President still can be, I believe we should have some correlation with Jamaica as to why you can go there, guy. Or maybe not. I don't know, God damn it. But, yeah, she's not from Jamaica. Okay? Sean Thomas, you dropped your cash app when you were muted. Do you want a do-know? Nigga, hey, whatever helps, goddammit. Overlord said he's literally losing in the polls. What are you talking about? I'm done talking to these bastards because this nigga Overlord is pissing me the hell off with this nonsense. Nigga, come on. The polls is what the hell got Hillary Clinton asked to lose the goddamn thing. Use your brain cells, boss. And drop some money in that Cash App so I can be nicer in this motherfucker. That's what you need to do in the name of you. Trump says Kamala Harris is anti-Semitic.
Trump also, when referring to Kamala Harris, saying that Kamala Harris is against the Jewish people.
When she's running away from Israel, she refuses to go to Bibi Netanyahu is in Washington.
Netanyahu.
She refuses to do that. Even if you're against Israel or you're against the Jewish people, show up and listen to the concept. But she's totally against the Jewish people. And it amazes me how Jewish people will vote for the Democrats when they're being treated so disrespectfully and bad.
Now, I will mention that not only did Kamala Harris not go to Bibi Netanyahu or Netanyahu, as he said, speech, neither did J.D. Vance, because they were both out on the campaign trail. Isn't it disrespectful for J.D.? J.D. Vance is running away from the Jewish people because he's a senator, and he really should have been there for Bibi Netanyahu's speech. This is idiotic. And of course, Kamala Harris's husband, Doug Emhoff, happens to be Jewish.
So this nigga is just trying to throw whatever he got at the fan, which lets me know that he's not confident in winning. He was way more confident and secure going against Joe Biden than he is Kamala Harris, and that's fucking clear. Not even knowing that her husband is Jewish. This nigga has even tried to take the same talking point that he was going to try to go up against Joe Biden with, saying that he's not cognitive. He said he will take on a cognitive test against her.
Trump then trying to attack Kamala Harris. But it's like these attacks are like nothing. These are just totally flaccid attacks saying, she didn't pass her bar exam the first time. She might fail a cognitive test. That Trump wants the cognitive test up against Kamala Harris seems very dumb.
I said, Joe and I will go and take a cognitive test. Now, I'd do it with her, too. I would do it with her also. You know what? She failed her law exam. She didn't pass her law exam, so maybe she wouldn't pass the cognitive test.
Mr. President, are you saying she wouldn't pass? Just to be clear,
I'm just giving you the facts.
To be clear, you don't think Harris?
How do you intend? She didn't pass her bar exam, and she didn't think she would pass it, and she didn't think she was going to ever pass it. And I don't know what happened. Maybe she passed it.
She did pass it.
Yeah, I don't know that cognitive tests are what he wants to do against Kamala Harris.
Overlord said, all right, I'm done messing around. Lord have mercy, brother. God damn. All right. And this nigga want to do a cognitive test against Lord have mercy. District attorney, prosecutor, elected, arrested multiple niggas upon niggas. And you want a cognitive test? Do you know how hard it is to lock up the same niggas? No, because them niggas ain't vote. But do you know how hard it is to turn against your own kind and have some people of the motherfucking community vote for your ass still? And you still locking their ass up. And you talking about not cognitive. So you can play that on Joe Biden. Hell, I was saying that. But this one here, brother, please, you gonna have to find something heavy. You gonna have to find something hot, sticky, and funkadicious, goddammit. Sean Thomas hit me with a motherfucking $10. I love you, brother, goddammit. You gonna have to hit me with something funkalicious to be fucking around. You understand me? That boy Sean Thomas is goddamn GOAT, okay? Nigga, donated to, I'm putting it into a motherfucker. I'm saving it. And I'm putting it to this show, okay? It's gonna pay this show some way, somehow, goddamn. We got Trump says Kamala Harris is not a smart person. And I'm telling you, I done just explained all this bullshit. The only smart person who ain't smart is Donald Trump.
Donald Trump gave a speech in St. Cloud, Minnesota. The speech is indoors, which now will be the trend for Trump after the failed assassination attempt. And I want you to listen to the silence of the crowd.
We're replacing him with, worse than he is, a dangerous person who's not smart. You know she couldn't pass a law exam, right? Have you heard that? These are minor details. She couldn't pass a bar exam. She took the bar exam. She couldn't pass it. She thought she'd never be able to pass it. This is what we have wanting to be up. Other than that, she's a very fine woman. I'd like to make that statement.
And of course, nothing strikes man of the people more than making fun of someone because it took them 2 tries to pass the bar exam. And meanwhile, Trump University's an overt scam, as if Trump knows anything about education.
This man just ate Donald Trump. And I really love this guy, by the way. I mean, he's in a lot of my shows that I have here. I appreciate him. I use his clips in fair use. I mean, he just ate him. How the hell are you going to talk about her not being cognitive for not passing a bar exam that people fail regularly? Which she ended up getting, by the way. You're not saying that. You have to be smart in order to do that. But yet you started a college that scammed people who were trying to get an education. And ended up winning President of the United States, even with that on your record. Come on, y'all. Make sure you hit the like, goddammit. Sean Thomas is the first person that donated to this motherfucking show. All this shit has been generated from my broke ass. And Sean Thomas is a pioneer of this motherfucking show. So I'm very appreciative of you, Sean Thomas. Eric Lloyd, I just got my first job. You didn't even say Eric Lloyd. I don't even know why. You usually say Eric Lloyd. So it kind of threw me off, okay? Because you say my first and last name whenever you speak to me. This nigga said, Eric, I just got my first job at McDonald's. My nigga, hey. We talked about this a while ago, too. Today, so I came here to thank my favorite YouTuber. You know what? It's not me, brother. It's not me at all. It's all you. And I want to congratulate you. This was a hurdle that you had to get over, and now that you've crossed it, you're gonna be straight. Just do a good job. You know, get you a goddamn resume. Work. Be a good employee, and then grow from there. All right. Don't stay there. God damn it. It's a stepping stone, so don't find yourself there more than 5 years. Let's get into it, brother. Stack your bread, save, goddammit. You got Overlord. Congratulations to all of your customers, giving all your customers cancer. This man is going straight to hell. Trump would be trying to pardon the exam this day. I don't know if that says pardon. I don't know what the hell that says, but we're going to keep it moving because we still got a whole motherfucking show to go through. Kamala Harris going to be the coolest president in the motherfucking world. Look at her, and I think she's fine. Fine as hell. Kamala Harris. And I want you to be my president. If you are, Madam President, you will be you are one of the finest presidents we ever had in our motherfucking life. Vice or regular. It don't matter, nigga. And this bitch here needs to be in the presidential suite. I don't give a damn. Yeah, no disrespect. And I don't mean to be disrespectful at all. And I say this with all the respect in the world. But she got some moves on her. And it's looking a little plentiful down there. You understand what I'm saying? I don't mean to disrespect Madam President and Vice President like that. But I got to say she fine. Hey, y'all ladies was doing, oh, Barack Obama, you're fine. I've been hearing that for the last 20 times years. I'm tired. I'm sick of that. He's old. Sit his ass down somewhere. Motherfucker, the nigga's bald, going gray. Come on now. Retired, goddammit. It shouldn't be wrong for a brother like me to express that a fine red bone of her stature should be made president. And then with a lady moving with the moves like that, it wasn't just the upper body that you had to focus on. It was I might get a copyright strike. I don't give a damn. It's in the name of Kamala Harris. Look at these moves right here, Lord have mercy. Yeah, Kamala Harris. Yeah, she a grinder, motherfucker. She a grinder, yo motherfucking ass. Okay, it's time to move forward because this show is getting explicit in this month. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just trying to show my love and appreciation for Kamala Harris. Here we go. Here's a few greatest hits. Now, these are the haters of Kamala Harris. And they're trying to compare her to Joe Biden because this is all the Republican talking points. They are scrimmaging right now. They don't know what the hell to do. Look, and they're trying to say these are gasps.
We're all very familiar with Vice President Harris's word salads. Here's a few of her greatest hits. Roll it.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
There's something about and most of us, many of us went to school on the yellow school bus, right?
I really love Venn diagrams. You know, the circles, right? 3 usually.
Okay. The New York Times want you to believe that word salads, no, they're not a problem. No. They're an endearing quirk.
You ever know what it is in a coconut tree? I love that laugh, by the way. I love that laugh. Sean Thomas. I'm sorry, Eric Lloyd. Here we go. There we go. But you backing the wrong candidate. RFK Jr. is the best way to go. Well, listen here. I'm running for president, and it's just, I don't need my voice to sound like that. I don't need, come on now. RFK ass is out of there. Get this nigga some tea. Fix his vocal cords. The nigga is sounding like Steve-O out here, goddammit. Do you know 45% of the vote of people are going for me? And I must say, that is a good thing. You can't speak to the American people like that. American people, I want to say, even though I sound like I smoke a bunch of cigarettes a day, the world is coming to an end. I don't need that voice to come out like that. I can't take that shit seriously. Come on. We are having a bomb imminent crashing down on the United States of America. Please get out of office. Get out of town. You're fucked. We're fucked. God bless America. What the fuck? Oh, hell no. RFK ass is out of commission. It's 2 reasons why RFK ass is out of commission. It's 2 reasons why RFK is out of commission. Okay. And I don't mean to be insensitive. Because John Thomas says, bro, RFK has a voice condition. That's insensitive. I didn't know that, but it's 2 reasons why RFK ass is out of commission. Is his cigarette sound of voice? Okay, the nigga sound like Steve-O. And number 2, the nigga is a Kennedy. And the last thing I need, you just seen what the hell happened with Trump. The last thing I need is a president to get shot because them Kennedys are prone to death. And I cannot allow that to happen to the presidential office in 2024. That is not going to happen. So no, I will not be voting for a nigga that's an independent, and that's the third reason why that nigga ass is out of commission, because the niggas are independent, and you will never win going up against a Republican or a Democrat in the 21st century. Your ass is out of commission. Maybe you should try that shit in the 22nd damn century, bastards. And that's all I have. My throat hurts from screaming and shit. It's 40 minutes into the show, and I'm still got shit to go. God. Okay, here we go. Overlord. I thought he was a chain smoker. He said, Sean Thomas, you're being offensive, dude. You should have... Nigga say you should apologize. That nigga's drunk as hell. Sean Thomas making fun of his voice. It's like making fun of a disabled person. Gaining composure. Now you're just trying to milk the clock. And you can kiss my ass, Sean Thomas. I love you, brother. This man trying to make me... I don't feel bad about it. You know what we doing. I'm gonna have a voice condition if I keep it up. My shit hurts, goddamn. All right, here we go. Some nigga named James warns Kamala Harris about a massive problem.
I mean, she is the most progressive, liberal, San Francisco liberal. I don't think ultimately America will buy it. I think she's in a honeymoon period right now. But when people are exposed to her record and what she believes in, what she's actually done, I think they've got a huge, massive problem on their hands, because she wants to do everything like have a conversation about getting rid of meat to going forward.
Straws.
Yes. And she can't talk about the economy, because what did she do? And every time we have a discussion about, well, what's going on with overseas, she's taken more the Palestinian side than the Israeli side. She has no resume to talk of any substance regarding our safety and security. She's trying to erase the idea that she was the border czar. Okay, you weren't the czar, but you were the vice president of the United States.
Okay. He has some good points. And I ain't really got the energy to combat him. So, but he got some good points. She can't combat the economy because she was on the administration where the economy dropped. So that's going to be interesting to see how she plays off of that. But all the other shit is some bullshit. Niggas don't care about the border, specifically those who live in that area, or unless you're just racist. Because that's a talking point for racist Caucasians in America today, is illegal immigrants are coming into our country. That is, unless you live in those specific areas where those people are vastly affected by that, those are the main people who really give a shit about that. Okay, so her lack of, or therefore, see, that's one of the main reasons why, like, Trump won, but he won off the sense that he wasn't a politician and that he was coming to change that and be different and make America great again. That's why he won. But given the fact that he's still talking about the border and the nigga had 4 years to do something about the shit, and he's still talking about it, nigga, please. My brother has the same condition. It's called spasmodiac dysophilia. This is personal, and I can no longer support you, Eric Lloyd. Sean Thomas, I've never known you to be so sensitive. Nigga, I don't know how to even... Listen, sir. If you don't want to support me because that nigga sounds fucked up, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I ain't got this kind of time, Sean Thomas. I love you, brother. Come on. Fuck. Nah, I don't... You didn't have to name drop the disease and all this shit. We don't have no... Come on, bastard. Put a stop to it. Or go to hell to bed, bastard. Ready to eat for... Okay, so Kamala Harris is ready. Nigga, God.
And it will sound exactly like the Reputation Stadium tour intro.
First of all, Kamala Harris sounds just so sad and depressed there.
We have gone almost 250 years without a female president.
President Joe Biden stepping down.
She's not a competent person.
She's a fool.
She's being laughed at all over the world. She shouldn't be president.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree? You exist in the context.
She look cold-blooded, goddammit. She ready for to be the president. At the end of the day, she ready to be the presidente of the United States of America. And you cannot deny that. But I must say one thing to Sean Thomas. Before I move on completely from this ordeal, I want to apologize specifically to you if you were offended by my comments. But I do not apologize for RFK, and RFK can kiss my ass! Okay? Sean Thomas, see, this is why I am an asshole, okay? No, I'm just messing with you, Eric. Don't feel bad. You know what? Bastard. Somebody should. Yep. Raphael Warnock tells us that Trump tried to steal your vote. Specifically to niggas that live in Georgia.
A Florida man called into Georgia and said, I need 11,870 votes. No, I want you to think about that. Georgia, Donald Trump tried to steal your vote. Kamala Harris is trying to earn your vote. And she's been doing it.
Well, I mean, she will never pull that shit that Trump did, making that phone call. But yeah, Trump ass is doing too damn much. And then, Jesus fuck. Don't let that nigga become president. Because we're going to be fucked. We're already fucked because he didn't put multiple Supreme Court justices up there that made the president job. Gave the president immunity. And he tried to give police officers immunity. I remember you said a year ago you would drop the hella comment if anyone donated. Where is it at? Holla holla clip. Well, shit. You need a holla holla. Nigga, you ain't saying nothing about a motherfucker. Hold up. Hold up, nigga. You ain't saying nothing but a motherfucking word, nigga.
Looking at this.
Holla, 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 holla. Holla, 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 holla.
You understand me? You ain't saying nothing but a motherfucking word, nigga. Alright. Let's move forward. So clearly that shit's ridiculous. Kamala says she's ready to debate Donald Trump, and that nigga's afraid to debate her.
So many of you have been asking me about the debate, and I'll tell you, I'm ready to debate Donald Trump. I have agreed to the previously agreed upon September 10th debate. He agreed to that previously. Now it appears he's backpedaling, but I'm ready. And I think the voters deserve to see the split screen that exists in this race on a debate stage. And so I'm ready. Let's go.
Y'all have caught me way too many times smoking on the job, and I apologize about that. But do you see her demeanor? She don't look like she fucking around. She don't look like it's a game. She look like she dead ready to sear. Like, come on, she ready to kill. I'm ready. I mean, it is what it is. I done already took out my earrings. You done already seen this shit. It is what it is. I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to beat this nigga's ass and do whatever the fuck I need to do to get this presidency. Even if I gotta grab, scratch, and pull some balls, I would do what I need to do to win the presidency. And it's just that simple. It's just that simple. That's the, oh Lord. I would be backpedaling too. Donald Trump, you already know. Okay? And it's something about Caucasian men with a strong black woman. It's just that's their kryptonite. Cheese and Cali, ma'am. Come on. What the fuck would you trying to see? What you trying to call me a bitch? Huh? What you trying to call? I wasn't trying to call you a bitch. I wasn't trying to call. Well, you just called me a bitch, nigga. Why'd you call me so you trying to call me the N-word now, nigga? Huh? See, oh Lord, they can't win for losing. Okay? Because next thing they know, they saying something racist, and they didn't even mean to say it. Okay? Lord have mercy, goddamn it. They try to stay clear of them bastards, and Donald Trump with his ignorant ass took his punk ass to the motherfucker, to these niggas. I mean, to this event with black people, trying to win over a black people vote. That shit ain't work out at all from the opening question. It was rocky off the start. And when Donald Trump is defensive, he gets nasty. And that's what the hell you seen. Okay? But the same recurring question that happens among presidents shouldn't be asked by Trump.
Ronald Reagan used to ask,
are you better off?
Are you better off?
Are you better off?
Are you better off?
But are we better off?
It's not whether we're better off, it's whether they're better off.
Are you better off?
Better off.
Better off.
Better off?
Better off. Better off. Better off.
Better off.
Better off. Better off. Than you were 4 years ago.
If you're the Trump campaign, maybe you don't want to ask it this time around, right? We were all there because 4 years ago was June 2020, and this is what it looked like.
Tonight, we have passed yet another milestone in this country, as today, the number of coronavirus cases topped 2.5 million. That includes more than 125,000 deaths. And tonight, much of the focus is on the southern and southwestern states where cases are mounting.
Now, if you had asked that same question a year ago, or maybe 2 years before, that would be a different statement. But remember, I said that at least 2 years, economically, the residue is from the previous president. And I don't give a damn what nobody says. Barack Obama did the best job he possibly could have, given the circumstances. Everybody can express openly that we miss Obama. If we had a chance to have a president back, it would be Obama. I don't give a damn what anybody says. I'm choosing Obama 1,000 times of the day. Okay? Sean Thomas, Eric Lloyd, do you accept fan mail? I don't have a location to receive fan mail, so once the demand comes, that would be available. Okay, trust and believe. Okay, who will be Kamala Harris vice president? Now, this has already been determined, as you can see in the thumbnail. But I had developed these clips. I was planning on doing this before this is already unfolded. So these are the potential candidates that was going to be potentially picked for. And this is just going to, the reason I'm keeping this clip in here is to show you guys the idea and the mind frame of where Democrats and how Democrats are trying to execute, trying to win this specific office now.
One of these 4 white dudes might end up being Kamala Harris's running mate. This is a map showing their home states, but it's actually more helpful if we put all of the states in order of how they voted in the 2020 presidential election, from more Republican to more Democrat, because now you can see that these are all states that were really close in 2020. Well, not all of them. Andy Beshear is the Democratic governor of Kentucky, a very Republican state where he's also somehow managed to win 3 statewide elections in a row. But now we're back to the swing states. Roy Cooper is the governor of North Carolina, which Trump won in 2016 and 2020, but narrowly. If Democrats win North Carolina in 2024, it gets a lot harder for Trump to win the election. Mark Kelly is a senator from Arizona, which historically has voted for Republicans but went for Biden in 2020. Same thing here. A blue Arizona would make a Trump victory tough. Also, he's an astronaut, also a twin. And Josh Shapiro is the governor of Pennsylvania, which historically has voted for Democrats for president but voted for Trump in 2016. It's definitely still a swing state, and Shapiro is really popular there. There's no guarantee that putting any of these guys on the ticket will get their state to vote Democratic, but where they're each from is not a coincidence.
So I like to talk before I even unmute my shit. So that gives you an idea. Sean Thomas says, I am the demand. I don't think you're going to get much more demand. You can set up a P.O. box for free at your local post office so you don't give your address. Right. I'll work on that. Okay? Just remind me on my next show. If I don't have it done, cuss me out. Hopefully YouTube don't censor your ass like they tend to do, because at the end of the show, Sean Thomas and Overlord be having some shit I gotta look back and uncover, be like, what the hell? What the hell these niggas gonna say? And in most cases, it's nothing that offensive. They just use some words and some placements, and YouTube to pick that shit up. God damn it! But this is the actual person, because none of them niggas was chosen. Even though John Shapiro, or whatever the hell his name was a good choice. I really want her to pick him, but he's a little bit far left too. And has some ideas that not the whole Democrat Party was willing to get behind. Okay, but this is her releasing a video of her offering her now vice president option.
Hi, this is Tim.
It's Kamala Harris. Good morning, Governor.
Good morning, Madam Vice President.
Listen, I want you to do this with me. Let's do this together. Would you be my running mate and let's get this thing on the road?
I would be honored, Madam Vice President.
The joy that you're bringing back to the country, the enthusiasm that's out there, it'll be a privilege to take this with you across the country.
Well, let me tell you, I have just the utmost respect for you. I have really enjoyed our work together. You understand our country. You have dedicated yourself to our country in so many different and beautiful ways. And we're going to do this. We're going to win. And we're going to unify our country and remind everyone that we are fighting for the future for everyone. So let's get out there and get this done, okay?
Let's do it. Do the work in front of us. Let's win this thing.
That's right. All right, buddy. I'll see you soon. Take care. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Beautiful. I love Kamala Harris. Joe, we did it, Joe. We did it. I love it. I love it. You like it? I love it, damn it. I love it. Beautiful. Beautiful. It shit looks staged. And I believe it was staged because, I mean, how the hell y'all get the cameras at the same time, exactly at the same moment? Huh? You had to read, because the shit sounds staged, but I still love it. And it leads me to believe that the Joe Biden, we did it, Joe, we did it, was staged too. Okay? Because Joe Biden didn't have much to say. Yeah, we did it. We did it. Nigga lost for words dead. Come on. Spit it out, bastard. Okay, here we go. So who is Harris vice president pick? Minnesota Governor Tim Walz.
She went with Governor Walz of Minnesota. This is a blue state, but it's very close to Wisconsin. It's very close to Michigan. I guess the hope here is that he can still be that voice for the Rust Belt. And he can be that folksy, rural, charming guy on the ticket who, frankly, just talks to the American people. He's able to speak to white men. He is able to speak to individuals who potentially are not college educated. So I think that's where they're going with him in terms of trying to balance out the ticket. Shapiro would have been another individual. Right. It would have been East Coast and West Coast. I think one thing for sure, though, progressives were really pushing against Shapiro because of his stance on Israel, how he dealt with pro-Palestinian protesters. What might be a little bit awkward this evening is that Governor Walz will be flying over to Pennsylvania for the start of her campaign. She's going to announce him side by side at this rally, and it's going to be in Shapiro's backyard.
Right where Shapiro is where they had the announcement. And I know that stung, but they gave Shapiro his credit too. Once again, who is Governor Tim Walz?
Who is Tim Walz? Kamala Harris's running mate. The Nebraska native enlisted in the Army National Guard after high school and served for 24 years. After college, he taught high school for a year in China. Walz moved to Minnesota, where his wife is from, in 1996, where he taught social studies and coached football. He was elected to the House of Representatives in 2006, representing a primarily rural Minnesota district that borders Iowa, South Dakota, and Wisconsin. He was elected as Minnesota's governor in 2019 and is serving in his second term. If he is elected vice president, he will become the third from Minnesota, after Hubert Humphrey and Walter Mondale. As governor, Walz worked to protect abortion access and gender-affirming health care, legalize recreational marijuana, restrict gun access, provide free school meals to all kids, and expand paid family leave.
He's actually done good work in the community. Check the nigga track record. That's a good choice. And listening to him speak made me even more supportive of him. See, I like Kamala Harris. I love Kamala Harris. But this guy, I like instantly. Look at him. Just listen to him talk.
I got to tell you, pointing out just an observation of mine that I made. I just have to say it. You know it. You feel it. These guys are creepy, and yes, just weird as hell. That's what you see. That's what you see.
I mean, J.D. Vance is weird. We already know Trump grabbed him by the, you understand what I'm saying? Talk about if his daughter wasn't his daughter, he would date her, and all that other weird shit. You get what I'm saying? Okay? But here go Tim breaking it down a little bit more.
And I got to tell you, I can't wait to debate the guy. That is, if he's willing to get off the couch and show up. So, you see what I did there? I got to tell you, pointing out just an observation of mine that I made. I just have to say it. You know it. You feel it. These guys are creepy, and yes, just weird as hell. That's what you see. That's what you see.
Yeah. Here's J.D. Vance responding, basically calling Tim Walz a joke.
Look, Tim Walz's record is a joke. He's been one of the most far-left radicals in the entire United States government at any level. But I think that what Tim Walz's selection says is that Kamala Harris has bent the knee to the far left of her party.
Has bent the knee to the far left of her party. How? When nobody has ever heard of him. Nigga, we barely heard of you. Nobody has heard of him unless you're from those areas or you're paying super close attention to the scenes. But this is Tim's response as to why he calls them weird.
It's not a name calling or tagging him with it. It's an observation, and I didn't come up with it. People around, that I'm with around southern Minnesota, relatives and Republicans. Look, Donald Trump is a threat to all those things, but we somehow put it in there that he had this power that there wasn't anything we could do about. This is a tool. I'm a teacher, and you're trying to get things in. This is the emperor's wearing no clothes. Look, I've dealt with bullies. I had 20 years in the classroom. This is about making sure you take away this perceived power he has, and in most cases with bullies, he doesn't have that. And so this opened up the space for what you're seeing in Atlanta, a politics of joy that many of our younger people have not seen, an optimism. He doesn't scare Vice President Harris, but he opens up this idea that your previous guests were asking about. Where's the plan? He doesn't have one, and these weird ideas. And I'll stay to that. I still say this. People can feel this. Why does the guy never laugh? Like laugh with people, but laughing at people. And why are you talking about Hannibal Lecter?
Weird. Everybody weird. Even your ass. But that nigga finna eat J.D. Vance ass up. Because that nigga's weird. And the question is, what is going on with J.D. Vance?
What in the world is going on with J.D. Vance?
I thought I'd take you behind the scenes a little bit. When you get to an event, they've got a ton of crap for you to drink and eat. You got 3 bottles of Diet Mountain Dew, about a dozen Snickers, a bag of chips. If I ate even half of this stuff, of course, I'd balloon up like crazy. This is the energy that powers the presidential and vice presidential campaign.
He's now running to be vice president of the United States, and the lane he's trying to craft is for that next generation MAGA. If Donald Trump is the daddy MAGA, then JD Vance is gonna pull in your alpha male son. But when you look at him in this video, where he is pumping up, drinking Diet Mountain Dew, eating a Snickers bars, and maybe a few bags of chips as a way to get pumped up for a Trump event, is that really what that next generation tough guy is doing? And if you listen closely, he doesn't even eat or drink it. So the question is, who is this guy and what's his game plan?
Because at one point, and it's a good point that I see that, because at one point he despised Trump, would never vote for him in any way, talked very bad about Trump. But now he's talking about this is what fuels the presidential and vice presidential campaigns. And he doesn't even need this shit. These are the politicians I'm talking about. That behavior. J.D. Vance got a whole host of problems on his hands dealing with Tim Walz. But Trump do too. Hence, why his ass is crashing and burning over Kamala Harris picking his ass.
You want to see how aggressively unprepared Donald Trump is to actually run against Kamala Harris's new VP pick, Tim Walz? Trump just released a statement saying, quote, Tim Walz will unleash hell on earth. Yeah, this is Tim Walz after signing legislation that would provide free school lunches to all children in Minnesota.
Good job, Webster.
So, yeah, not exactly sure the whole unleashing hell on earth branding is going to stick to that guy.
I mean, the niggas just throwing shit at it, seeing it, and trying to see what stick. I mean, god damn. And this nigga going more in depth on Truth Social. So, Trump is going out sad. Trump is going out sad as hell. Because he is just like wanting to go against Joe Biden so fucking bad, even though the ship has sailed. Oh, there's a coup. They removed the president out of his own office. Joe Biden is still the president. He didn't resign from his position. He chose not to run for re-election. Those are two different things. Richard Nixon didn't have a chance to go for re-election because he resigned. Please understand the difference. Okay? I am running out of brain juice. So you know you get so tired you start going cross-eyed of this shit. That's where I'm at right now. So I'm just speed through these clicks so I can take my punk ass to bed. Well, I still got a shower. Ain't that a bald-headed bitch? God damn it. You gotta wash your ass. There's no excuse. Even if you got to make sure you're sleeping, make sure you wash it at the same time. Your ass! Okay? Don't go to bed funky, you dirty motherfuckers. That's how shit happens. You get dirty, you get staph infections and all that shit. And then for brothers out there trying to get to another female, you can't be smelling like Funkadelics, booty chips, ass chips, and food sauce. You cannot, brother. Wash your ass. For you brothers that's macho out there that's working in construction, your hands all cracked to hell. Get your shit together. You can't be rubbing up on the females. I don't even know why I'm going on this tangent, but I feel it's in the spirit to tell these niggas, okay? You can't be rubbing, you got cracks all in your motherfucking hand. You can't be rubbing your hand on these bitches' legs, then you're scraping skin off it. Come on now, brother. We got to take better care of ourselves. Enough is enough. And that's all I got to say about that, okay? So, now we're going to go into the kick shit of the show, these little clips that's irrelevant to the bullshit, but it has to do with Trump and, yeah, and politics. So here we go. Trump confronting Kim Jong-un. This is what I miss about Trump, though. This is what I must say. I miss this about Trump.
You know, I confronted Kim Jong-un, and all of a sudden I got a call. He said, I have a red button on my desk, meaning a nuclear button. I said, I have a red button on my desk too, but it's bigger and stronger than yours, and mine works. And they said, whoa, nobody's ever talked to us that way.
Yeah, goddammit, because they knew Trump was gonna do that shit. See, Barack Obama will draw a red line, and Joe Biden will attend with that shit and let shit slide or act slow and sleepy behind the motherfucking wheel. But at the end of the day, we know Donald Trump gonna pull that trigger. And you know who else gonna pull that trigger? Kamala Harris. See, she gonna give you one warning. She gonna at least do that, which Trump do on a regular basis. I'm gonna blow you with fire and fury like you've never seen before, folks. Never seen before, folks. Never seen before. I'm telling you, folks. I'm telling you. Never seen before. I mean, blow your ass to smithereens if you cross that motherfucking line. Kamala Harris gonna give your ass a look. China, you keep this shit up, motherfuckers. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna blow your ass to motherfucking smithereens. I'm gonna curl my hair and motherfucking iron. I'm gonna motherfucking put a bonnet on my motherfucking head. I'm gonna make sure I kick some motherfucking popcorn, baked beans and motherfucking cornbread on corner of the cob with some motherfucking fried chicken, goddammit, and make sure my house is spotless and clean and ready to go with some motherfucking hoop earrings in my motherfucking head and a 40 and a goddamn refrigerator for no motherfucking reason. Yeah. That's what's gonna happen with Kamala Harris. She ain't playing around. That's a real nigga right there. See, Barack Obama was mixed. He was raised by Caucasian people. Kamala Harris, see, you got one. You got a liquor block. You block, okay? Let me put this show to an end because shit getting out of hand here. It's getting real absurd in here, okay? You got Andrew Tate reacting to Trump and Putin.
Putin said this in an interview. They said, what do you think of Trump? He said, I've been through 3 U.S. presidents, and they all have amazing ideas. The ideas don't get implemented because people don't understand how strong the bureaucracy of America is. When the people with the dark suits arrive and explain to him how things are really done, his ideas will not come to fruition. Putin said himself, the president has people above him telling him what to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's usually how government goes. We got checks and balances, and now with the Supreme Court being able to rule over every motherfucking thing, that kind of disrupts the checks and balances. So we'll see how that plays out. Seems like now the more powerful people are the Supreme Court justices, even given that they live, their positions are for a lifetime, by the way. And we spend all this energy and money for the president. Putin drops a hilarious remark on Xi Jinping.
Один боец.
Xi Jinping ain't got that kind of time. That nigga, I will kill you. I will kill you, okay? I don't even know how Chinese people speak, goddammit. But that nigga, if he spoke in English, an American type of accent, I will kill you, I will chop your nuts off, and I will feed them to my cats. Here we go. And politicians. I got to comment on this. Even though I ain't got that much, my eyes are closed. And I might do the remaining of the show with my eyes completely closed because it's about that time. I hope, because I've fallen completely asleep right after a show. I've turned this shit off. I've disconnected, and I just could not move from this specific position and stayed here until the morning time. Okay? That was the worst Chinese accent I've ever heard. Oh, okay. $5. I need to practice on it, okay? And my bosses are Chinese, okay? Eddie, okay. I'm not trying to offend nobody. And I never try to offend nobody. Even in my verbiage, bitches and hoes, and the way I talk and opinionate it. It's all in love, goddammit. Even in the midst of anger. I love, goddammit. One of the biggest challenges, and I'm going to run for office, and I'm going to fight for the people and for their voices. It's going to be one of the biggest things that I'm going to advocate for, being able to hear them and being able to fight for them. And I think that's what a lot of politicians miss out on, and we spend a lot of time being political. At the right time, I will put some notices up as far as in my community and try to put a strong campaign together, which is coming soon. I'm not going to announce the position, the location, none of that shit. But it's in my community. And, yeah. I'm going to fight. I'm a fighter, goddammit. That's what we do. We fight. We tell the damn truth about how certain things are. And that's what I'm going to do when I get in position and elected. That's going to be what I'm going to do. And you can bet your bottom dollar ass. That's how I live life. Unapologetically. But it's all out of love. It's all out of the betterment of everybody. And that's what it is. So, yeah, that's how I'm going to be when it comes down to being a politician. And speaking of politicians, even my favorite politician in the motherfucking world, we got Obama. Joe Rogan laughing at Obama when it comes down to Flint, Michigan. Lord have mercy.
You never seen it?
No.
He gets a glass of Flint tap water, and I swear to God, he drinks it like this. Watch this.
Can I get some water? I really did need a glass of water. This is not a stunt.
Usually when something isn't a stunt, you have to say
It's
that.
100% a stunt. When was the last time a president stopped a speech to ask, can I get a glass of water? They would never do that. They would have water ready for him.
Yeah, that interaction was strange. I ain't gonna lie. Because I was like, bro, the fuck? And at that time, Flint water still fucked up. Just come on, y'all. Y'all don't give a damn about the community. Sean Thomas. I met her on her way to Chicago, where she was all alone. And so as I asked her for a name, she smiled and looked at me. I was surprised to see that a woman like that was really into me. She said she didn't have no money to reach the kids the very best she can. She showed me she was all alone. Hey, man, get your ass up out of here. It's time to go to bed. Lie to you, lie to me, but you're gonna family, yeah. Oh. Hey, I love that. I gotta go to bed, okay? I'm not here trying to sing on the motherfucking show. I got shit to do. I love you, Sean Thomas. I love everybody watching. Thank you if you watched all the way this far. I mean, we hit an hour and 30 minutes. I could have ended this shit at an hour and 12 minutes if I wasn't talking to you bastards. But I miss y'all, okay? I got to make a lot of clips out of this bullshit, and that's what I will do tomorrow. God bless. Kiss my ass. I didn't even answer the point of the show. Kamala Harris will win. Especially with her pick. Especially if they move properly. Just got to be careful. Don't fall too much in the trap. And the way that Kamala Harris is, she's going to do just fine. Perfect opportunity. It was either Joe Biden was going to die in office and she was going to get there, or she was going to run for office. I was curious how this was going to play out, but God's timing and the way God put things together is so beautiful. And you just have to appreciate that and trust the process. And I think more now in my life is one of the more important times to understand that notion is patience and understanding. That's the biggest thing that a lot of us, we go through life going through, but we don't really take in consideration having the understanding or having the importance of patience, slowing yourself down. Sometimes you need that. And sometimes God will do that to you in order to better you on track. And I think that's kind of what happened with Kamala Harris and her ability to not go against, not win against Joe Biden. I mean, you're going against the vice president. Now, in present day, she is the vice president going against a former president that people are blatantly afraid of. I think she'll have a really good chance of winning. I think she'll be successful. And I will be voting for Kamala Harris. You can bet your bottom dollar ass, bitch! I'm out this motherfucker. Kiss my ass. Goodbye. I done forgot. Did I just turn off my camera? Damn. I'm just so completely unprofessional. Holla at your boy.
Looking at this. Holla, 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 holla. Holla, 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 let me holler at you, 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 let me holler at you. Holla, 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 holla.